In the Philippines, it's happened at least twice.
Okay.
When you've taken over as an Angelus and lineup, but no, we see another enchanter. Rover, welcome to the wild card. The Mongols debut Estes.
About damn time! We have been asking for the Estes for the longest time.
Again, I love how Coach Buyo have controlled the draft from blue side, and this is even given their missed blue 3-ban. Might have been on purpose. Might have been with intent to say we'll open up the. That's true.
Yeah.
But it's not the first time in the history of MLB eSports.
Small mistakes.
I can remember at least a couple of times wherein a team intentionally did not ban to allow for the picks to open up. But, ladies and gentlemen, game number 1 is best of 3 in this fated rivalry. It's Mongolia versus Vietnam, the Mongols versus Legion eSports.
And of course, Renejay, right? As much as possible, leave us alone, do what you have to when it comes down to the objective. And speaking of objective, we do have this field destruction that actually did manage to land on Bennyqt. Oh, Daylight actually joins into the battle while Joga takes the turtle down. Zetsu, Shenlin, both of them taken down by the hands of Joga. This guy is starting off quick. But in the meantime, also another kill, allowing KramGod to push Mumu over the edge, leaving Bennyqt all alone with a sliver in the middle. All right. As long as the Mongols try to be aggressive or try to take something, I don't think that it will be that easy for them to reclaim all of the river lines right now, even though Joga gets slowed down the tap a little bit, and surprisingly Shaka just took that whole hit from Zetsu.
Alright, popping the Crimson Beacon here, displacing Zetsu for a bit. Turtle coming up in 5 seconds. Massive rotation from Meow coming down. This is bound to become a 5v5, just waiting to happen. Turtle pulled out, Meow jumping in.
Where he does have a War Axe, so he's not too afraid of anything, as the stun will be able to land on the Bennyqt. Unfortunately, the flicker from side of Bennyqt allows him to not get away. Unfortunately, still, as Shocker has his own flicker itself. With the crossbow of tank coming in from Renejay, manages to take one, but he's just going to be darting himself backwards while Zetsu and Mumu put themselves right in the vanguard, hoping that he'll will be able to push Joga away as much as possible. But Zetsu completely zoned out. He don't have any possibility to get himself close to try to possibly steal the turtle away.
Taking him away from Shenlin, taking him away from Zetsu. There was nothing the Mongols could do. Legion eSports now pushing the advantage. Shocker coming in, Crimson Beacon. Can KramGod find Shenlin?
Both KramGod as well as Mel has joined into the fray with 4 members from the side of the Mongols, effectively pushing the rest of Legion eSports away. While in the meantime, it does seem Attraction Pulse did not land, but KramGod, he's gonna be stuck in there for a tad little bit, while the Blessing of the Moonlight Goddess will patter all 4 members in. The SOD lands over to the back, but he's not gonna be jumping in. Meow though sacrifices himself just to ensure the safe passageway for Legion eSports.
Fair enough, it was a 4v4. And I think Legion eSports lost their window. They lost their prime initiation timing, and they paid the price. The pressure is on the Mongols. Timing for the last of the game.
Oh! Goes down to Meow, unfortunately. But in the meantime, down in the bottom lane, quite a bit of a commotion from the side of Mongols. All 4 members down. Shocker, Joga, and Meow. They will want to look for an opportunity, as most of the amount of gold and damage is going to be onto Joga. As long as he finds the opportunity to, they will be able to dominate, as the funnel is more towards the Lancelot at this point. But if the Blessing of Moonlight Goddess is available, that is something that Legion eSports gotta have to look out for. As Meow is gonna be putting himself right in the center. Well, he does have a pretty good stun going on. KramGod, he gets one. Shenlin goes down. That is going to be one of the main healing that they do not have, while Joga picks up a double, bringing the jungler down. Mongols. This way, it affects everyone.
There's only so much you can do as a single Zushin. You can't put it on multiple dudes, especially if they're coming from different angles. Mumu spot tip, Lord getting taken. Now Legion eSports blitzing it. Nothing on the board for the Mongols to do. Nothing to contest. Renejay gets caught.
Renejay, 1 man down, while Legion eSports has managed to take the Lord for themselves. The Mongols now have to play a little bit of a defensive role, but look at the crazy amount of damage coming from Joga, but only he got caught right underneath as Bennyqt immobilized him right underneath the turret's nose. Shenlin still stays alive, but the amount of damage from Daylight, the piercing, is just a little bit too much for them to handle, while now Meow comes into the proxy, pushes the rest of the Mongols away, while Mumu, he wants part of the action. Zetsu re-enters the fight, catches down onto Daylight, and the rest of the Mongols will now pack themselves together to bring Shocker down next, forcing Meow to run away, and they will be able to deal with this Lord effectively.
Oh my lord, they're not done! Mumu gets a triple! A wipeout for the Mongols! And here's the kicker, Abstract, here's the kicker. Not a single hero went over to the Mongols. It was a clean trade. Because again, when you get split up like that, and Shocker isn't exactly in commission to fight, you need someone else to deal it. Now Mumu 2v1!
It does seem like don't have any form of reliable healing against Joga. This guy, finally, okay. So he understood if he wants to be the frontliner, if he wants to be the one to go in first, the advanced party. And Joga picks that up real quick.
Team fight to happen again. They don't want no wipeout. And the Mongols now looking at their build. Definitely a power spike here for Shenlin. Again, weirdly enough, power spike. They like getting cornered. Hold up!
He will use the SOD to hopefully get himself away, but with a quick little flicker, he will almost hit because he's still burning! As such, Renejay takes that kill. 4-man tactor while Shenlin flickers on forward to try to catch them and slow them as much as possible. With Kremgod being the crux of the issue, he will run on the opposite direction, pulling all 4 other members with him, allowing Legion eSports to get themselves safe underneath the T1 turret.
I don't know how Daylight got in that position. Was it just the Mongols properly flanking him? Now Joga's caught out!
He's lost and he's down. This 5-man Ube from the Mongols will keep Legion eSports at bay.
Legion eSports have to overextend even more. They have to send me out of the back lines. They have to, I don't know, forward. Oh, wait, Joga!
Joga! He's a bruiser. He's slightly tanky, but he's still gotta really watch out for the amount of damage that the rest of members from the Mongols could bring out. But in the meantime, the top lane T3 will go down with the Lord and Mumu in tow. Legion eSports now have to deal with this Lord that's marching in, escorted by 5 other members of the Mongols.
I think it's mission accomplished already for the Mongols. They take out top lane inhibitor. Up next is going to be in mid.
Oh, Joga! Stunned down to the ground and sets crash right in with the Boxer Shield Unity. All 4 other members from the side of Legion eSports, they don't have a lot of HP to work with Daylight as well as Shocker wanting to stagger themselves in and out. Well, Meow, he will at least have that ice crown, and he's going to be fine for now. He goes himself right back into the fountain, while Daylight hoping that he will be able to do enough damage and heal enough from his half claws. But Bennyqt goes on forward when he comes down to the flicker, and he will be aggressive, getting himself a double at the sacrifice of his own life.
Bennyqt overshot. Shenlin couldn't get to him, but there's still one more marksman. Renejay underneath Shocker's lights. Shocker pushes forward.
But it's okay. There's still the Blessing of Moonlight Goddess, and Renejay is still back and he's still in the fight. With 2 inhibitor turrets down, Legion eSports, they are very behind now.
It's so much easier said than done.
It's too difficult. If anything, they need to force something out. They need to force someone to be out of position, I suppose. But Joga is consistently trying to be the front lines of Legion eSports. He wants to be the one to start the fight, and so to give some entertainment and, of course, vision game. As Renejay soar to the skies. He does have quite a bit of damage to bring out, but nothing to get kills. But in the meantime, Joga did manage to take down the Lord, so that's great as he's marching up to the top lane. Shocker having a bit of a problem, and with Renejay as it goes right into his face. Daylight is going to be the next one onto the chopping block inside of this brush. He goes 1v3. He really want to do something about this, but he's unable to.
He was just buying time, and this may have been a clear plan by Legion eSports, but was it a good plan? I'd reckon no, because they lost so much on the way towards this stolen Lord. 4 members out, just Joga left to defend.
And the Mongols didn't even lose a single person. What is that damage? And Joga goes down to the unstoppable spree of Renejay. The Mongols takes game 1.
A successful debut of the Estes in the wildcard. And Lin, once again introducing a familiar flavor to the MLBB eSports landscape. They take game 1, drawing first blood now at match point to eliminate Legion eSports.
That's why Mr. KB, he was very vocal about it in the back rooms. He was like, I don't like Mongols draft. I wanted it to be Florid instead of Estes. But you know, Shenlin knows what he's doing. We've been hearing that Shenlin is their main drafter as well.
He's the leader of the Mongols. But here we are now. I think that was also a little tricky move that Coach Buyo pulled off. Like, no blue 3. We'll get the back shot. I think. What did KB say about that? I'm always interested in Prof. Kabe's opinions. Did he see that?
He was just confused.
See?
He was like, huh?
Why?
Is there a mistake? Did something happen on stage?
Has that never happened in ID?
Not very rare.
In the Philippines, it's happened at least twice.
Okay.
That a team decided not to ban just so that the draft would open up. So this is not completely new to me.